welcome back to Open Window. Michelle Boykins is here today with us, and she's a wellness specialist, and we've been talking about a number of things that could affect you, and we're talking about wellness. It's so important that we have good health, and we know that we've been listening to news reports, and you can look around your own community to see that a lot of our children are obese, a lot of our family members are dying. Are we eating right? And that's one of the things we talked about, making sure that our nutrition is intact and eating the proper foods. On our last segment, we talked also about drinking pure water, good water, or clean water.
Clean water.
What do you consider clean water?
Clean water is water that does not have anything.
A little bit louder for me, okay?
Water that doesn't have anything added to it, like chlorine and fluoride, all the things they're telling us we need to have in our water, and that's again so that they can make money off of certain things. We don't have time to get into that. But basically, distilled water or a spring water that you know the source of it, that you know for sure that it's clean and it's really, because a lot of times the bottled water isn't enough assurance, because we're finding that a lot of toxins are in the bottled water when it's tested. So some of this is bad.
Well, how do you know?
Well, that's why you need
you go to the store and you see all these different types of water, so this one tastes good. Oh, that one doesn't taste so good. So how do you know?
The very best thing is probably to make sure that you have a purifier in your home, and reverse osmosis is one that's highly recommended. Here in the Atlanta area, believe it or not, I guess I shouldn't do a plug, but there's a brand of water that's very popular that's been tested and been found to be very comfortable, but distilled water is always a safe choice also. There are some times when you may not want to use distilled water, but that's what a wellness lifestyle specialist will sit down with you and decide whether or not you should be using the distilled water, which is at least clean and pure, or a spring water, but you just always have to know the source of that water.
And it's interesting to see how many adults who don't drink water.
It's scary because every function in the body basically needs H2O to operate. Oxygen and water are critical. You can look at it from this perspective. You ask yourself, how long can the body live without oxygen? Air, not very long. And then the next thing that we can't live without is water. We can only go a few days. Actually, if we were in the desert, we wouldn't survive very long without water, and that's because the processes of the body, the physiological processes, need water.
And guess what our children gravitate to?
Soda, which is, again, filled with that white sugar. And it's, I heard a statistic the other day that said the average child is consuming 64 ounces of soda every day. Every day. And if you guys knew the health implications of that, you would never, and definitely, regular soda is bad enough. Never drink diet soda. Never, because of the artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are worse than the white sugar, which is almost amazing to think that anything can be worse than white sugar. But the artificial sugars have already been proven in lab reports and laboratory studies to cause strokes and all sorts of seizures and a lot of neurological brain damage. So again, this is another one of the reasons we're having problems with a lot of behavioral problems, mental challenges with our children, because of the artificial sweeteners in a lot of foods.
In about 1 minute, let's go down the list. We've talked about the organic foods. We've talked about water. Let's talk about some of the other adversities.
Avoiding stress. And again, our young children are under a lot of unnecessary stress.
I talk to them all the time.
Gotta get the stress, and that's lifestyle. Again, you gotta just look at the lifestyle that's being created for our families. We've got to cleansing. Because we're in such a toxic environment with the air, the water, the foods, we have to get on some sort of cleansing programs on a regular basis too. And again, that's what a wellness specialist can do. But then water is a great way to help cleanse and flush the system. Then the other thing again is going back to, we said organic foods, but then again using for cleansing would be the I keep going back to the noni juice.
We've got to touch on that noni juice next segment. We've got to stop right here. Don't you go away, because we have more information for you. Stay tuned. Open Window, a passageway to your mind.
An optimum good diet containing an abundance of high nutrient foods is so essential to good health. It provides energy and a sense of well-being for the inner you.
Hi, my name is Vial Olude, Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been involved with the Tahitian Only Jews program for about 2 months now. And on a positive note, as far as my health is concerned, I recently had to undergo a surgery for sleep apnea, where they had to take out my adenoids, my thyroids, and everything in there, and still had some problem with sleeping, and I had to use the CPAP machine. However, ever since I started taking the Tahitian Only Jews, it has really gotten better. I sleep deeper. I'm able to wake up, and I'm all energized and ready to go.
Eliminating those foods such as salt, sugar, specific oils, and flour that are toxic to the body will cause drastic changes, making a healthier you.